guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. There's been a lot of crap over the past 24 hours. Firstly, according to reports, Barcelona have entered the race to sign Kylian Mbappe as a free agent this summer and are trying to hijack the deal from Real Madrid. And of course, the priority for Barcelona this summer is Erling Haaland. They're trying to do that deal. We have an update about that operation, and also how Salah and Lewandowski are the backup options for Haaland as that marquee signing for the club this summer. We're going to talk all about that, and also the winger problem at Barcelona. Both Ousmane Dembele and Adama Traore could be leaving the club this summer, and of course the club want to keep both these two wingers, if not at least one of them, but are in talks right now with Raphinha from Leeds, in advanced talks with his agent Deco to bring the winger to Barcelona this summer. Also have some contract renewal updates on Nico, Araujo, and Pablo Gavi. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 300 likes on this video. Be very much appreciated. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. The first player, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. The first player that we have been linked with is Kylian Mbappe. Now, L'Equipe, who are the best source in France, have come out saying that Barcelona have entered the race for Kylian Mbappe, and the club have already started working to try and sign him. Kylian is not closing the door for a possible move to Barcelona as well, and Mbappe will listen to Barcelona. His focus is on the sporting project, although Real Madrid is still the favorite. Barcelona believe that Mbappe's deal is cheaper than Erling Haaland's, and the player has not yet decided on his future, and Barcelona want to schedule a meeting with Xavi and Mbappe together. Now, this reporter from L'Equipe, Jose Barroso, he is very reliable and very close to Kylian Mbappe. So this is not just some random journalist saying that. This is a reliable person coming out and saying it. But it's still crap. Like, you're telling me we're gonna go Kylian Mbappe is cheaper. Keep in mind that Mbappe is going to get like 60 million euros from Real Madrid just by joining them, basically a release clause, a bonus, wherever you want to call it. He's going to earn around 700k a week as well. I'd say this is on par with Erling Haaland transfer, not more so cheaper, maybe a little bit cheaper because overall he's a free transfer, but Kylian Mbappe is not going to Barcelona. Like, he's already going to Real Madrid. I'm 99.9% sure that is the case, and Barcelona have entered the race, and so be it, but I don't believe this report whatsoever. But he's not the only one coming out saying this as well. Also, Foot Mercado Santi, who's very reliable in the French media, came out saying there are a lot of contacts between Barcelona and Mbappe over the past 24 hours. Real Madrid are ahead, but Barcelona want to try their best and make Mbappe the leader of their project. Mbappe has refused several major clubs until now and has not signed anything with anyone until this point, which I do believe, but in the end, he's going to be going to Real Madrid. Now, of course, all these reports are coming in from France. Now, you might be wondering, what are they saying in Barcelona, in Spain, in Catalonia? Firstly, Gabriel Sanz came out saying it's crap. Second up, Alfredo Martinez came out saying it's crap. Next, Mateo Merito came out saying it's crap. And finally, this is what I'm actually going to read. Juan Martin from Sport came out saying that Barcelona do not know anything about Kylian Mbappe. In addition, Barcelona are annoyed that their name is being used in a war that does not work for them. The club assumes that Mbappe will join Real Madrid on July the 1st. Case closed. Now, Laporta came out talking to Mundo Deportivo as well. He was asked about Mbappe. He said, look, I'm not going to mention any player's name because if I do and we are interested, it's going to bring their price up. He's a great player, yada, yada, yada. We're not in the race for Kylian Mbappe. This is just another story for the international break, just to spur some heat, and that's pretty much it. This is not news whatsoever. Mbappe will not be coming to Barcelona, and also the same with Robert Lewandowski. Sport came out saying, this is ridiculous. Barcelona is willing to spend up to 60 million euros for Lewandowski this summer. You're telling me that Barcelona are going to offer a 33-year-old striker from their current club with 1 year left on his contract 60 million euros? The reports coming out over the past 24 hours have been ridiculous. Both the Kylian Mbappe and Lewandowski stories make absolutely no sense. It's just a Spanish media making some spin, getting the papers out there for the international break. There's no way, like 60 million, that's 10 million off Erling Haaland. Like, you're telling me the club are going to spend that much. If we're going to go for Lewandowski, I'd see us paying 20, maybe 30 max. It's not going to be 60. So both Lewandowski and the Mbappe story over the past 24 hours are absolute crap. Both fantastic players, but in the end, most likely, both will not be coming to Barcelona. Now, a player who is actually realistic that we could sign this summer is, of course, Erling Haaland, and we do have an update on his transfer coming in from having been Gale from AES. He's come out saying that Xavi continues to have Erling Haaland as a priority. He will insist on the signing to Laporta in a meeting in the coming days. The coach is willing to offer himself again and try to convince the Norwegian with the project. He is very optimistic. Of course, we're optimistic FC. Them saying optimistic does not change my opinion or the transfer whatsoever. So what we're seeing is that Xavi is really pushing for Erling Haaland. He wants Erling Haaland and has told Laporta, look, I will go meet with Erling Haaland again to try to convince him. And in the end, they'll make the decision soon. Erling Haaland is still the number one priority for Barcelona. We're still in the race, but Man City right now are definitely the front runners and the favorites for his signing. The question is, will Haaland choose the sporting project over the money? Now, you might be wondering, with the Erling Haaland deal being very, very complicated, Kylian Mbappe going to Real Madrid, Lewandowski deal right now still in the air, who is going to be that marquee signing for Barcelona if we fail to sign Erling Haaland? Right now, without a shadow of a doubt, the backup option / plan B for Erling Haaland is Mohammed Salah from Liverpool. Fernando Pablo from Deportivo came out saying that Mo Salah is the alternate option to Erling Haaland that Barcelona liked the most. Xavi loves his profile, starting freely from the right-hand side to unbalanced rivals and score with wide positions as well. Lewandowski and Lukaku are indeed though other options as well as that plan C and that plan D, but Barcelona are not in a hurry but already working on Mo Salah's matter. In some time, his future at Liverpool will be clear, and also Barcelona will be clear on which player they can target based on the FFP, financial fair play, and expected agreement with the CVC coming in as well. And Barcelona believe that Mo Salah still has a lot of football left in him. Xavi likes his profile a lot, and despite him not being an actual number 9, he does score a lot of goals, and he can also play as a false 9 as well. And Barcelona like his personality and leadership qualities as well. So Mo Salah the backup option, and then you have Lewandowski and Lukaku as plan C's and plan D's. I think Mo Salah as a backup option for Erling Haaland is fine. I'm going to be okay with that. Would I take Salah Barcelona? Yes, I would. The question is, how much is he going to cost? He'd probably cost from Liverpool, I'd say 60 to 70 million euros, which is of course the same as Erling Haaland's release clause. But his wages, he's asking right now at Liverpool for 400, I think 500k a week, somewhere around there. He wants to be one of the top paid Premier League players in the world, of course, because he is, of course, on paper, one of the best Premier League players. He's currently earning around 180k per week, and you have, Ronaldo earning 600k, Kevin De Bruyne earning 400k. He wants to be in that region. Now, if he comes to Barcelona, I don't think Barcelona can offer him that. I think it'll be like maybe 300k, 280 plus bonuses, somewhere around there. So I think Mo Salah, the question is, would he take a downgrade of wages to come to Barcelona, or would he just take a downgrade of wages and stay at Liverpool? That for me is my concern. I think Mo Salah would rather earn 200k at Liverpool and stay there rather than leave Liverpool and earn 200k at Barcelona. That's just how I see it. But we'll wait and see. I think Barcelona will challenge for this signing. It's going to be difficult, of course. The question really is, at this point, will Liverpool give Mo Salah the money? If they do, he'll stay. If not, he could be an option in the summer. Now, another winger in the Premier League that Barcelona have been linked with as a possible Ousmane Dembele / and Adama Traore replacement is Raphinha, the winger from Leeds. The rumors just keep coming and coming. Firstly, coming in from Edu Polo from Deportivo. He's come out saying that Raphinha is a firm option for Barcelona, but his arrival depends on Ousmane Dembele and Adama Traore. For his part, the Brazilian would be delighted to join Barcelona, and his main wish is to play at the Camp Nou next season. Mateo Morita from Sky Sports came out saying that Barcelona see Raphinha as the ideal replacement for Ousmane Dembele. As of now, the Brazilian is best placed to reinforce that area of the team. The good relationship with his agent Deco is also helping a lot in favor of Barcelona. And finally, Fabrizio Romano came out saying that Barcelona are in well-advanced talks with Deco for Raphinha, but the official negotiations with Leeds will not start now. It will take some time. So Raphinha right now is the favorite to come in to replace Ousmane Dembele and or Adama Traore. But of course, those futures will have to be resolved first. Now, there is reports coming out saying that we have made a 35 million euro bid. That is absolute crap. There is no way we have made an official bid for Raphinha quite yet. Of course, all the money will go towards Erling Haaland, and we'll have to wait for that decision. Of course, if Erling Haaland comes, I think the Raphinha operation will be very, very difficult. In that case, Raphinha's arrival will depend on our sales of, Coutinho, Griezmann, Trincao, Pjanic, but all the budget right now will go towards Erling Haaland, and we're still waiting on that decision. no bid right now for Raphinha. We are talking with Deco a lot about him. Raphinha wants to come, Deco wants to bring to Barcelona. The question is, what do Leeds want for him if they stay in the Premier League or get relegated? If they get relegated, he'll be dirt cheap. If they stay in the Premier League, he will be expensive. We'll have to wait and see. But again, firstly, we have to wait for Erling Haaland, Ousmane Dembele, and Adama's futures first. Now, Barcelona do have other winger options if the club cannot get Raphinha, and also if both Ousmane Dembele and Adama Traore leave the club this summer. The other two backup options, firstly, is Antony from Ajax. Fabrizio Romano came out saying that Antony is very highly rated at Barcelona, but he's considered to be too expensive at the current conditions. So apparently Barcelona think that Raphinha is cheaper than Antony, but if you really look at it, they're going to be at the same price. Of course, Leeds are going to ask for around 40 million euros for Raphinha, and Ajax would probably ask for around 50 million euros for Antony. So again, they're in the same bracket, but negotiating with Leeds will be much more difficult than negotiating with Ajax. We have a great relationship with Ajax, of course, with that Johan Cruyff connection. So I think it's around about the same price, but I think Raphinha will be a bit cheaper because he has less years left on his contract, and also he does not want to renew with Leeds and wants to leave the club. Anthony still happy at Ajax, although we'll look for a new move this summer. So Anthony is definitely a backup option for sure, but the club would rather go for Raphinha at the moment. And also Riyad Mahrez. Foot Mercado came out saying that Riyad Mahrez is another option of Barcelona's alternatives to replace the departing Ousmane Dembele. Sources close to the club can confirm they have already been in contact with Man City about Mahrez, but however, the priority still remains Raphinha. So Mahrez, another option in that winger position. Of course, if you look at the price points, Raphinha probably be around 40 million euros, Anthony 50-60, Mahrez 50-60 as well. I believe he has 2 years left on his contract with Man City, so he'll be available for a good price for them. So wait and see, but again, there are backup options to Raphinha, with Barcelona keeping a close eye on that winger market to replace the outgoing Ousmane Dembele and maybe even Adama Traore. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, a player that we mentioned a lot over the past few minutes, Adama Traore. Firstly, coming in from Mundo Deportivo, they've come out saying the continuation of Adama Traore beyond this season is very difficult. Wolves do not want to sign Trincao, and Barcelona do not want to pay that 30 million euro buy option. Also, sportingly, Adama is not a priority either. He has lost promise recently. So, like I said, he had to get like 10 goals, 10 assists. He had a great start to his Barcelona career, getting 5 assists in 4 games or 5 games. Over the past few games, though, he hasn't been that great. And now the club are starting to have doubts. I personally would take him. I think he fits Barcelona better than Trincao, and I also believe that Xavi would rather have Adama than Trincao as well. But again, with the complication of the money that we have right now, it is very difficult to keep Adama. Mundo Deportivo also came out saying that if the decision was taken today, Adama Traore would not continue at Barcelona. The idea was to swap him with Trincao, but Wolves had decided not to keep the Portuguese winger. It remains to be seen what happens, but his situation is difficult. So today, the club had to decide they wouldn't sign Adama Traore. So that tells you a lot. And of course, right now, the situation is difficult with Wolves not taking Trincao, but I'll say keep an eye on Jorge Mendes. He's going to work his magic in the situation, help Barcelona. Of course, him and Laporta are very close. He's the agent of Adama and Trincao, and I think he owns part of Wolves as well. So I think it's still possible for sure, but right now the operation is difficult. And finally, Sport came out saying that Adama Traore's continuation at Barcelona next season is complicated. Barcelona don't want to pay the 30 million euros. The Wolves don't want to buy Trincao, and also Barcelona like Raphinha a lot. They hope that Jorge Mendes can do a miracle. So like I just mentioned, the club are going to rely a lot on Jorge Mendes. He wants to make everyone happy. Wolves, Trincao, Adama, and Juan Laporta. The question is, can he do us some magic? Let's hope so. I think I'd rather have Adama than Trincao on the team. I'm not going to lie. Even if Trincao comes back and Adama goes back to Wolves, we're going to send Trincao out on loan again. So I'd rather get a player that can be useful to Xavi. And also, I think Adama's a good option against some tough teams off the bench, starting some games as well. So I have to wait and see. But at this current moment, his future is definitely unclear. Now, another winger's future at Barcelona that is currently unclear as well is the future of Abde, the Barcelona B winger. And Sport came out saying that Abde will be sold in the summer only if they receive a good offer for him. In any other case, the idea is that he stays in the dynamics of the first team and continues to grow and contribute. So Barcelona are planning to have Abde in Barcelona B next season, bounce between the first team and Barcelona B. But if a good offer comes in around 10 million euros or more, the club will sell him. So keep your eyes on Abde, but right now, very likely he will continue at Barcelona next season. A loan right now looks very difficult because, of course, Barcelona can only afford to buy one winger, Raphinha, and if Dembele and Adama leave, they need that extra winger in the team. So keep your eyes on Abde. If an offer comes in, Barcelona will sell him. If not, he will continue at Barcelona and won't go out on loan. Now, another attacker in the squad whose future is also in doubt as well is Martin Braithwaite. Sport have come out saying that Martin Braithwaite has hardly played since returning from injury. Although he has had some physical discomfort, he is always last on the list for Xavi, and Braithwaite was left out of Denmark's recent squad list for the World Cup coming up, and he'll have to make a decision on his future this summer and thinking about that World Cup ahead. So Martin Braithwaite was not selected for Denmark during this international break, of course, and that has affected him a lot. He's fully fit, ready to go, but since returning from injury, he's probably only played like, I think, what, 20 minutes total in like the space of 3 months, so not looking too good for him. Luke de Jong, Memphis, Ansu, Varane, Aubameyang, Adama, Dembele are all ahead of him at the moment. So the question is, will he make a move? I think he's got to leave this summer. We should have told him last summer, but again, we had some problems. We sold Griezmann last second. In the end, we kept Braithwaite. I think this summer he has to leave. 10-50 million euros would do me fine for me, in my opinion. We'll have to wait and see, but Braithwaite will decide his future this summer. Will he leave Barcelona or continue at the club? Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at Barcelona. Firstly, on the contract renewal of Ousmane Dembele coming in from Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo. He's come out saying that Barcelona are 99% convinced that Dembele has agreed to join another club as a free agent this summer, and thus Barcelona are starting to plan for the future without Dembele and seriously analyzing the option of like Raphinha, Mahrez, and also Antony. Barcelona are pessimistic regarding Ousmane Dembele's renewal. There have been no contacts with his agent, but the offer that the club presented to Ousmane Dembele back in December is still valid. If the player wants to stay, he has to accept that proposal. What have I been saying over the past few weeks? The only way that Ousmane Dembele can stay is if he goes into the Barcelona offices and says, look, that offer you gave to me in December, I'll sign it right now. That's the only way he can stay. There's no renegotiations, no talking, no this, no that. None of that crap. And he has to come first to Barcelona. There is no way Laporta's calling up Moussa Sissoko or Dembele to make this possible. So we'll have to wait and see. It is in the hands of Ousmane Dembele. He's the only one that can make this decision. But right now, 99% Barcelona are convinced that he will leave as a free agent this summer. The next contract renewal update is on the contract renewal of Ronald Araujo coming in from Candacer. They've come out saying that Araujo wants to stay at Barcelona. He has informed this to Xavi, and Xavi has asked the club to make an effort. The problem is that Barcelona have already signed other players on higher salaries and met Araujo's agent only once in the past few months. So apparently the club want to give Araujo the money, but they don't have the money because they gave it to Christensen, Kesse, Mazzawari, Azpilicueta, yada. I think, like we said in yesterday's video, if the offer of 5 million per year is on the table for Araujo, I think he will accept it. I think that's 100% a fair offer. But if the club are offering him 3 million euros, and I think the operation will be difficult. In the end, like Fernando Polo said in yesterday's video, both the club and the player have to give a little bit for the agreement to happen. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. There are meetings scheduled over the next few days, and let's hope the club and Araujo can come to an agreement. And the final contract renewal update is on the contract renewal of Nico Gonzalez, a player that we have not talked about in a while, coming in from Sport. They've come out saying after the contract renewals of Gavi and Araujo are resolved, the next in line is Nico. And of course, Nico recently appointed Jorge Mendes as his agent. He renewed last year but on Barcelona B terms and seeks an improvement. Now also, Nico came out in the media doing some media press with the Spain under-21 teams. He said, I want to renew my contract, but he understands that Gavi and Araujo have to come first because they have 1 year left on their deal. He understands that, but he doesn't want to sit down and talk about a contract renewal with Barcelona. He said he wants to stay. He rejected Man City and Real Madrid, all that sort of stuff. So I think Nico will not be a problem similar to Gavi. You just give him a good contract, he'll accept it. So we'll have to wait and see. But of course, Araujo and Gavi are the priorities first. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys an update on the shirt for next season for Barcelona. Of course, we have the front sponsor in Spotify secured, but now we're looking for the back of the shirt. and also the sleeve, but the back of the shirt has been resolved. Official from the club, FC Barcelona Foundation and the United Nations High Commissioner of Refugees have united for the rights of refugee children worldwide. For the next 4 seasons, the logo of the UNHCR will appear on both the men's and the women's first team shirt. RIP UNICEF, man. UNICEF has been replaced, even though it's still, both the UN. UNICEF has always been on the Barcelona shirt for years, I think since like 2006, 2007. But now they have been replaced by the UNHCR. Not that much money coming from Barcelona. I think it's around 400,000 euros per season. I think 100,000 of that is being donated for refugee children around the world. So it is indeed a strong campaign from Barcelona to help those refugee children worldwide, which is absolutely fantastic. And also, that's one less matter resolved for the kit. The back is sorted, the front is sorted, and now all you have to do is find a sleeve sponsor. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discuss. The main thing I want to know firstly and most importantly, who do you think will be Barcelona's marquee signing this summer? Lewandowski, Salah, Lukaku, Haaland, or maybe even Kylian Mbappe? And secondly, on Raphinha coming to Barcelona, would you take him or would you rather have Antony or Mahrez? Secondly, on the future of Ousmane Dembele and Adama Traore, you think both these two wingers will leave the club? One will stay, or maybe even both will stay? And finally, on the contract renewal of Araujo, do you think it will happen or not? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.